Hello there, Lee.
Oh, hello, Ethan.
Fantastic. Now I'm just I'm going to just
Right.
double check that this is all going. I think it should be. And then I'll pin you.
So
For those who are
Halloween's-
listening and watching on Facebook, you can hear our dulcet tones. I have with us here Lee Ravitz and James Herons. And I am Ollie Mack, the Storymaster. And in 3 minutes and 25 seconds, we'll be embarking on a tale so terrible. They called it the Tome of Terror, Transylvania. We have our hooded monks appear at the moment, which is always good. Now, have you two played this before?
No, not Tome of Terror, Transylvania.
But have you played any of our games, Lee?
I have played some of them. I played Wooden Woods and Bracket Deep Dungeon.
Excellent. Okay, I didn't have to boot you immediately from the show then. That's all good. I'm just going to keep that. Why is that not keeping it up? I'm trying to do it so I can see you all. James, Jam. It is Jam that everyone knows you as. So it will be Jam from now onwards. Have you played this before, sir? Oh, hang on. I've muted you.
Yes, I have indeed. I've played it before, yes.
Excellent. Well, I had to wipe your mind. As you know, each game is different each time you play. So let's just see how we're doing on the Facebook thing. I should be sharing this out, really, to other groups. Maybe we'll do that now. And just see how that is working. Just making sure that it's working there. Oh, hang on, Lee. For some reason, I've just got you appearing at the moment. That's not right. You should be speaker view.
I am as far as I'm concerned.
How's that then? Does that do gallery view? Everyone's looking at you, Lee. Oh, there we go. I've done gallery. I'll keep it on gallery view then, if that's the case. You know, otherwise I'll just have to talk louder. Hello. Now I'm going to share this out to. Do you think the Fighting Fantasy gang would like it?
I think they could.
I shall send it to them. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's this one there. Now the game books. And who else have we sent it out to? Dice Tower? The chance of them putting it on, allowing us to stay there. Let's give it a go. The Dice Tower. I bet they won't allow us. Excellent. Oh my good lord, we have 50 seconds. There is a huge lag by the look of it. So, Paul Swift, hello! I'll try and like people as they do it, but I'll probably not pay attention to it at all. Right, okay. That's good. Let's go back into this here. Now, as you do know, or don't know, Lee, you don't know this at all, but you do have to find a character.
Yeah.
So there's a variety you can choose from, or you can make one up, which is even more exciting. Oh, by the way, do you all have D4 and D6?
You know, I was going to ask you that. I can go and fetch one if you give me a few seconds.
Yeah,
Yes, you
I
have
can
5
go.
seconds. Quickly grab one. Lee, do you
No,
have one?
then. No. Not that I can grab in 5 seconds.
Do you have? That's fine. I have dice. You just have to trust me. Otherwise, you have to play with 4. So we'll ask you to randomly choose a number. That is also fine. Excellent. And we are here.
I hope we acquit ourselves, all right.
Welcome to the Storymaster's Tales Horror Room. I have all my candles lit. I have a drink on hand. I have my dice, and I have my books, and I have my players. Now, we are playing today. Welcome all. Welcome viewers. Do come and join us. Do come and talk to us if you wish. I will be, of course, putting most of my attention on the players, but I will occasionally glance down, and maybe the players will actually glance down and see if there are any suggestions in your tactics. Now, Tome of Terror Transylvania. We released this last year, and it is now a full book as well. You can get from Amazon immediately, hardback and softbook. And there are 4 quests in here.
Oh.
Exciting quests. And it is super easy to play. And we have all the soundscapes and narrations loaded in here as well, so you'll actually get to see those as we play along. Apart from the actual quests themselves, which I will read myself. So, between you two, actually, let's get your character first. Do you have pen and paper?
I've got a pencil and paper.
You have pencil and paper. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to choose a character. Do you want to be priest, author, professor, or explorer?
Ooh, could I be an explorer, please?
You may, absolutely.
I think. Yeah.
Yes, no, Lee.
I think I'll be a professor.
You're a professor. Excellent.
Okay.
I kind of pegged you as a professor before we even started. Now, you can choose a name, or you can have a name that we have in the book here. It's up to you. I tell you what, I'll give you the names in here so we can illustrate what they are. Now, Professor, your name is Kenneth McGregor. Kenneth McGregor. Following years of study and research, Professor Kenneth McGregor decided it was time to leave the university he taught at to follow the trails of one of his past students, Victor Frankenstein.
Wow.
Following his investigations, he's arrived in this land. Now, you're age 60. Little dodgery at this time of year. Now, you have to write down a few things. We have fighting skill.
Okay.
Supernatural insight.
Yes.
Fortune.
Oh.
Study level.
Okay.
Health.
Study level.
Okay.
Health.
The reflex.
Mm.
And Lou. Lou is like your gold, is the currency.
I see.
L-E-U.
I see.
Right, just while you write those down, I'll give you your actual stat numbers in a moment. But we have Bruce Quinn. Bruce Quinn, the explorer. Thirsting for adventure, Bruce has been hunting the strange and exotic for most of his life, having arrived at these lands with the hope of finding inestimable rewards. Now, Bruce Quinn, your fighting skill is 3. Your supernatural insight is 1. Your fortune is 4. Study level, 3. Health is 10. The reflex is 3. And your Lou is 20. Now, Lee, stroke.
Yes. So the Lou is separate from the fortune.
Lou is gold, basically. It's your currency.
Okay.
So, now your
fortune is like luck, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So your fighting skill is 2.
No surprise.
That's rubbish. Yes. Yeah. Your supernatural insight, surprisingly, is 3. Your fortune is 4.
Cynic. Okay.
Your study level is fantastic. Is 4.
Of course.
Your reflex is 1.
Okay.
Your health is 10.
It's quite healthy.
Your Lou is 20.
For his age. Okay.
Excellent. Bruce Quinn, by the way, you're 45.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're quite welcome.
I'm a year younger.
A young man. Now you have a choice of adventures we can play.
Okay.
We can play. You have 4 in this book. Horror of the Vampire. Mark of the Werewolf. Curse of Frankenstein.
Wow.
Or Spirits of the Dead.
I mean, Frankenstein is an ex-pupil. I don't know whether that recommends that quest or not.
Yes.
Go
What
on,
do you
Lee.
think?
You choose a good one.
Oh, I've disappeared now.
That's okay. Curse of Frankenstein?
Yeah, go
I'm
on.
happy to do that. Excellent. It might be a two-parter, this Curse of
Oh,
Frankenstein.
okay.
But that's okay. I don't mind doing that at all. Maybe this time next week. So let's have a little.
Oh, it's a long.
It's a stormy night, and you're woken by a loud knocking at the door. Let me in! Let me in! Shouts a terrified voice. Opening the door, the village doctor bursts inside, an old and portly man who you suspect has spent more time in the tavern than he has in his surgery. Forgive me, I have done wrong in the eyes of the profession and the Lord himself. 1 year ago, I had an old university friend ask for assistance on a perplexing case. And concept. After losing his child to influenza, Victor was determined to bring life to death. Although believing this impossible, I humored his ideas, hoping that this may aid his grieving. But I was sadly mistaken in his determination. He has been collecting various apparatus and building a laboratory in the old castle. Working alone and uninterrupted to the place the very locals dare not tread. I'm sorry to say, but his endeavors have proven successful. You must stop him and any abominations he has created. The locals call him the mad scientist. I call him Victor Frankenstein. Any questions?
Do we know what nature these abominations he has been responsible for are?
Well, all I can gather from the instruments and the pieces that have been missing from the cadavers, he is formulating some kind of monstrosity from all the body parts and maybe bringing them to life. The very thought sends shivers down my spine. But hurry, you must try and stop it. I hear the locals are getting restless. And they may even try and burn down the castle themselves. They cannot. I fear for their lives and their safety. Right, now, you start off in the tavern.
Okay.
Now, we are using maps here. Now, this is all the locations, but I will not show any law. Remember that? No. Okay, fine. We have some dice in here, a little silver box, and some loo, a little bit of loo that we can spend on our journey. I get a little of the white dice. If you need to do any pendulum dowsing, I do have something here to aid us. Now, I have some colored little gems here to represent yourselves. Jam, which color would you like to be?
Could I be blue, please? Represent Scotland.
I do not have a blue, I'm afraid. I have green,
No
yellow,
blue.
red, and clear.
Oh dear. What are you like? Should we have a green one?
Have a green one, excellent idea. And what about you, Professor?
I think I'll be the clear.
Clear. Clear as your conscience, I hope.
Well, clear as rational
Yes.
thought.
Now, of course, you do start off, as any good adventure, in the tavern.
The golden light from the tavern window and the smell of cooked meat draws you into this sprawling tavern. As you enter, all conversation stops from the inhabiting customers, and they stare at you with abject suspicion. The silence is only broken when the tavern owner asks what you want. Will you ask for something to drink? See what there is to eat? Talk to a local? Or search the tavern?
What do you
reckon,
want?
Lee?
I would like to talk to somebody myself.
That's a good choice.
what about you, Bruce?
I'll get a drink, please.
You're gonna have a drink. Okay, while Bruce Quinn goes to the bar and peruses the wine and beverage list, you notice that there are a few locals to talk to. They all seem to be doing their best to avoid your eye contact. But who do you talk to, or try to? The blind old man sat in the corner, nursing a beer. The young couple, who, like yourself, appear to be travellers. The drunk soldier, sitting by the fire. A young farmer. Or go and try and bother the innkeeper.
I may talk to the blind man as he can't see me and ask for his suspicion.
As you approach him, the blind man slides a chair towards you. I may be the only one around here who really sees what's going on. Now, you must roll your fate. Now, normally you roll a d4, but since you have not played this before, I will let you select a number between 1 and 4.
I will have a 3. Okay.
A 3. He lightly brushes his fingers across your face. There's something about you. Is so nice beard. Something different from those who came before. Hope. I haven't felt that for a while. Take this and go. And he gives you something. Now,
Look at me.
I could get you to try and poke your finger at this book and select a reward. But again, since you have not played this before, I want you to give me a number between 1 and 28.
I will go for 17. Okay.
17. He gives you an iron horseshoe. Useless unless you have a one-legged horse. However, you may use it to bring you luck against the unnatural. Now, add 1 to your supernatural insight.
Okay.
Yes. Had you lost some fortune, you'd return it, but never mind. That's fine. Now, back over to Bruce Quinn, who's at the bar. The appearance of the tavern owner reminds you of a dearly departed grandfather, aged by time with a glimmer of a smile behind every question. He offers you a variety of interesting wines, beers, and non-alcoholic beverages. But do you peruse the wine list, ask for a beer, or request a non-alcoholic drink?
I'm going to be a good boy and say a non-alcoholic drink, please.
A non-alcoholic drink. Okay, well, there are only 2 non-alcoholic drinks here. Milk and spring water, each costing 1 lou. Which one will you choose?
I choose the spring water, please.
The spring water. Ah, of course. The spring water is clear and sparkles slightly. But roll your fate.
Ah. I got a number 1.
You got a 1. Something lodges in your throat and causes you to choke. The tavern owner rushes from the bar and slaps you hard on the back. A small item dislodges and deposits itself onto the counter. Looking down, you can see it is a human fingernail.
Oh. Rotten.
Yes, it was rotten. Yes, a little bit rotten. Luckily, you do not lose any health from it. The barman saved your life. Now, do you wish to stay here and do something else, or do you want to go into the night and try and find Victor Frankenstein?
I'm a keen adventurer, but yes, I'd probably want to move along. But what do you say? What do you say, Ken?
So no rest for the wicked.
You could, if you
Normal
wish,
man,
stay
you
here
might
and
want to
search the
speak
area.
more.
You could, if you wish, talk to another local.
Oh yeah, different one. Well, do you fancy talking to anyone?
I'll speak to someone, then we've got a good all-round knowledge, haven't we?
Okay. Good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. It's not pinning myself. You want to speak to... Who would like to talk to, John?
Who was the one after the blind man?
A couple, I think.
You've got a young couple.
Yes, the young couple would be nice, yeah.
I tell you what, you've got your young couple, a drunk soldier, or a young farmer, or the tavern owner.
Yes, could I speak to the young couple, please?
Of course you may. Absolutely. Right, so the young couple. Oh, bless them. This young couple are full of giggles and are clearly in love. The woman plays with her shiny-looking ring, and the man looks protectively over her. Upon seeing you, they pull in closer and nervously smile. Roll your fate.
Ooh. I've got another number 1 there.
Excellent.
Would you like me to prove that? I can pan the camera around.
No, I believe you entirely. So I was just playing with the cameras, just trying to get it so it goes to speak of you. At the moment, it seems speak of you seems to be fixated with Lee's camera for some reason. As if it will only... Yes, for some reason, it just wants to go onto you.
Because he has a nice special effect in the background.
That, I don't know if that's the case, but it...
Yeah.
I shall do gallery views so we can see all of us. How's that? Okay, that should be better. Right, okay, so number 1. Now, this young couple. I'm Bradley, and this is my wife. They both giggle again. Janet, it's our honeymoon. We thought a tour of this charming region would be rather exciting. To be honest, we haven't really explored the area yet, but plan to in the next few days. They giggle again. And go back to the cuddling. Quite revolting. Right. So, Lee, what do you want to do?
Are you ready to go out into the night?
I think we could, yes.
All right.
Okay. That is fine. You can do that. Right. So
You've already
you can go...
found evidence of Victor Frankenstein, that fingernail.
Ah, possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Can we make a note we're taking it with us?
Yeah, okay.
I don't think anyone wants it back.
It might come in handy, you never know. Okay, now you can go west, you can go east, you can go north, but you can also go northeast and northwest.
Do you have any explorer's intuition about that?
The other question, are you going to travel together?
Yes, we could split up, but there's safety in numbers, isn't there?
There is safety in numbers.
Yeah. I've got a slight inclination for northeast for some reason.
Right.
Northeast, yes?
I will follow the pathfinder.
Excellent. Okay. Your very uncoordinated friend is...
That's correct.
A tall man wearing an impressively intimidating and weathered hunting outfit rushes past you. He stops, swings around and smiles. His eyes narrow, and before you can blink, he draws a crossbow out and shoots a bat that was flapping above your head out of the air. What should you do? Ask for his help? Inquire as to whom he is? Attack him? Or see if you can help him?
Well, I'd like to find out who he is.
Yes, absolutely. Say thank you to him.
Absolutely. Okay, quite who he is. My name is Isaac Van Helsing. I'm here as a follower in my father's footsteps, and a legacy to vanquish the evil which has plagued these lands for so many years. I pledge my life to hunt down every vampire in this land. If you wish to stay safe and live, I suggest you find the fastest way out of this place and leave. Oh, you're staying. Well, perhaps you want my help.
Yes.
Maybe you want to see if you can help me.
Well, one good turn deserves another, doesn't it? So,
All right. What do you want help with?
You want to see if you can help me?
Yeah.
He smiles when he realizes you're being serious. Willing to put your life on the line for something of so little reward, eh? Yes, well, if you can if you wish. You can assist me in destroying all the vampires in this land.
Oh.
There are many to vanquish, but do so and your reward will be more valuable than money. You could rest in the knowledge that so many lives and souls will be saved. I suggest you build your combat skills and armory before heading to the castle. If you are able to make it that far, you'll be a far greater man than me. Even I am hesitant to battle the owner of that evil place. Good luck. Oh no, if you require, I do have some items I can sell you before you depart.
Would they,
what they are?
yes, please. What have you got?
would they help us fight better? I think I could do
Yes,
with all the fighting.
against vampires, absolutely, and I have heard a howling in the woods as well, so possibly there are werewolves in these lands. Anyway, the first item I have is a big steak. A big steak! Very useful
for vampires.
Yes, and big vampires, absolutely. Now, I also have some garlic. I hear they hate it. You chew that and they're going to try and avoid you. You might stop them biting you as well. Now I have some healing herbs. Now this will work for anything. You can fall over on a rock and these will heal you up again. I also have some holy water. Only one bottle of that, I'm afraid. And finally, a silver dagger. By the look of you, I don't think you can afford it. The silver dagger is 50. The holy water is 10. The healing herbs are 5. The garlic is 5. And the big steak is also 5.
Is there anything you fancy, Bruce?
Well, it's best to travel protected, isn't it? I could take some garlic. I could afford that.
I might take the holy water, I think.
Yes, of course, you can take the holy water. 10 lu, it is.
It's quite expensive.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I tell you, it is, but it does come in a very charming little box.
Oh.
Look at that, isn't that sweet? You open it up. Oh, little catch here. You had to be a little bit faster, the vampire's bearing down on you.
Of
And
course.
you crack the top off and throw it over it. Okay,
Right.
so that is 10 lu. The case is actually worth 5 itself, so do take that.
Wow.
They do say the case was actually made from the cross itself. The Holy Cross, yes.
Oh, very good.
Sorry, did you want to buy something as well?
Yes, I was after some garlic, please.
Garlic, of course. There we go. Here's a large bulb of garlic. Now, your garlic will... I'll tell you what your garlic does. Okay. Garlic, loved by cooks around the world and hated by kissers and vampires. Uses in combat to reduce the fighting skill of a vampire by 1. Excellent. And you've got your holy water. You might have got a slightly better thing here. Blessed water is wonderful in your fight against the creatures of darkness. Use once against ghosts or vampires. The target will lose 5 health. That's good. That's very useful.
How many uses? It's just one use.
One, I'm afraid, yes. I mean, you could sprinkle a little bit if you want and do less damage and save the rest for later. But
Reduce
5
the
in total
damage.
that you can do.
Alright.
Okay, now, when you look around while you examine your thing, the vampire hunter's just disappeared.
Wow.
He's gone. Obviously, a man in a hurry.
Vampire
So it leaves
is-
you.
Sneaked into the shadow.
Now, you're going to have to try and work out where you're going. So you have to remember or draw your own map on where you're traveling to. So you have from the tavern, you have gone northeast. Now, from this point, you can go north again. You can go northeast again. You can go northwest. You can go south, or you can go southeast.
But he was advising us not to go to the castle initially.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm afraid that your initial quest was to go to the castle.
Yeah.
So,
But he did say build our combat and armor first, so
He did say that. He totally did say that, and yes, I think that's a good idea.
a little more exploration, perhaps.
All right.
Well, you
where
haven't actually
is
found the castle yet, so you have little choice in that matter.
Relations.
Where would you like to go? Would you like
What
to
are
go
our
north?
choices again?
You can go north, you can go northeast, you can go northwest, you can go south, or you can go southeast.
So south is presumably where we've just come from.
It is not, no. You
No, that
travel
was
northeast,
southwest.
so you
Oh,
yes,
we
you
went
are.
northeast.
Yeah, we could go southeast again to take us. Are you up for southeast?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, southeast.
What?
Okay.
Right, let's see.
Southeast.
Cover more ground.
The twisted path leads you into a woodland with gnarled, ancient trees. Their branches look like bony fingers as they appear to reach out for you. A deep, hollow moan resonates from within their trunks. Is it just the wind, darkness, and your mind playing tricks on you? Do you run through the woodland? Examine the trees closely. Try to destroy the woodland, or search around the area.
Well, I'm so keen as an adventurer, you know, I'd like to search around the area, please.
Of course.
These trees sound pretty suspicious, but okay.
Okay, well, for the moment you're going to be searching. The professor kind of looks at you searching and is kind of working out what he wants to do. Try and suppress your fear of the strange place. You look around all the roots and maybe behind the trees. Roll your fate.
It's a 1 again.
A 1. And behind an old oak tree, you find an ancient leather trunk. Deep marks in the earth make you think that something is heavy inside. You smash it open. You're surprised to find a reward.
Oh, lovely.
Hey! Now, Jan, we'd like you to give me a number between 1 and 28, please.
Yes, can I go for 25, please? Served me well in the past.
Healing herbs.
Hey.
Okay, it naturally. You think, goodness me, this is very heavy. In fact, it is a huge, heavy healing herb. Gigantic roots and a huge kind of flower head. But you know what it is? Your mother used to use it once to heal you from a terrible headache. Now, this plant can only be used once, but it will restore 3 health when eaten.
Oh,
Which
nice.
is about the
That's
size of a watermelon. But you have to eat it all in one go to get those 3 health back. Now,
I do have an appetite.
Professor Kenneth. Kenneth, what would you like to do here?
What
You're
was
to
the
search as
password?
You can run through the woodland. You can examine the trees closely. You can try and destroy the woodland. Or you can search around the area as well.
I'm going to examine the trees closely as I'm suspicious.
Yeah, absolutely, and being very professor-like as well. Slowly you run your hands across the tree bark. Roll your fate. Give me a number between 1 and 4.
2, I think.
2. As you touch a knot upon the tree, it opens into an iris-less bloodshot eye. It blinks at you, then weeps red sap from its ducts. Ugh. Well, that was unexpected.
Indeed, but it's hard to tell whether it's friendly or not from that.
Yeah, so I don't know. You could try and poke it in the eye again if you wish. Would we rather leave it? Or do you want to, are you both leaving this area?
Yeah. Are you happy to leave?
Okay,
Yes,
well, you don't have many options. You can go north, or you can go south.
Oh, okay.
Should we head north?
Yes, your explorer senses seem to feel that the castle might be north from this place. But you are not there yet. Right, so you go here.
As you approach the rushing waters of the river, you have the sense that the area has been visited many times before by the locals. Maybe this is a place for lovers to meet, to gather one's thoughts, or to simply enjoy some fishing. You wonder what you may find. Do you try to cross the river, search the area, sit down and rest, or do some fishing?
I'm happy to do some fishing.
Okay, unfortunately, you cannot travel any further north from here unless you cross the river.
I see.
You can try and travel another direction, but not north, I'm afraid.
Well, we know what's directly south, don't we? So
Yes. Okay, so do you want to try and cross the river, perhaps? Do you want to search the area, sit down and rest, or do some fishing?
I think I'll do some fishing initially. See what's
Excellent,
in the
okay.
road.
Well, with no rod or line, catching a fish will prove very difficult.
That's
Though before you chastise yourself for being such an idiot, you suddenly see the very tools you need conveniently strewn under some bushes. Blessing your good fortune, retrieve the fishing gear and immediately hurl it into the waters. You more cast it than hurl it, otherwise you'd be throwing back in. Now, roll your fortune under. Now, your fortune, I believe, would be 4. So
that's correct.
I will roll your dice. You cannot fail in this one, but it will go down by 1, so it's now 3. Okay, luckily, after a short while, you catch a trout. If you do you want to eat it?
Will that restore health?
It will. You can take the trout for later.
Yeah,
a fish. Okay, you take the trout. You put the fish. Presumably, you kill it first. Then you put it in your pocket.
I would.
Kind of the tail is hanging out your trousers. You might want to wash your trousers before you sit next to him.
And then again, I'm an academic.
Right, Jan, what are you doing?
In typical form, could I search the area, please?
Of course, you can search the area. Okay, this area must have been visited by many over the years. Perhaps if you scour the area, you may stumble upon something lost. Roll your fate.
Oh, here we go. We got a 2 this time.
A 2. Towards a marshy area by the side of the river, you see a leather, water-clogged bag. Pulling it out with a stick, you find a reward. This is excellent. You found lots of rewards, guys. I'm very impressed. Give me a number between 1 and 28.
16, please.
16. Ooh, you find some rather soggy tarot cards. Now, you dry them off in the sun, and they dry quite quickly, thankfully. There's something must be mystical about them. Strange, and yes, it does say mystical cards. They give you the benefit of future sight. Use these at the start of a new area. If you wish to ignore all the results of the first attempt, you can replay the area again. You can use this twice. So, do you get what that means? So basically, before an encounter, you can say, I'm going to use the tarot cards. we can play the encounter, and if you don't like it, you can kind of ignore all that. We can try again.
We could rewrite history with that one.
You can rewrite history. You can be very useful if you think you're going to fail horribly at some stage. We got some.
Does that include if you die?
Online dice. Someone's saying. Did I miss anything? This is Silver. Hello, Silver. And
Hello, Silver.
Helen saying, "Good luck, brave adventurers."
Oh,
Excellent.
hello, Helen.
Right. So where were we? Now, do you want to try and cross this river, or do you wish to try and go another way?
Because crossing is the only way to get north.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we can't go
You can
south.
circumnavigate if you wish. I'll let you do that. You can go northwest, and you can also go west as well.
Well, we may still need to build up our strength before we hit the castle.
Yeah.
I had to say you're actually not even halfway to the castle yet.
All right.
Should we go northwest, or we could go west? Yeah.
Yeah, or we could try and cross the river.
Let's try and cross the river. Be adventurous.
All
Yeah,
right.
I would say for an explorer crossing a river, you're worried about it. Okay.
He's actually got the benefit
I
of a
mean,
fish tail.
I'm concerned.
Okay, the rapid waters are murky, and you are unable to estimate how deep it is. So you decide to blindly step into the river with the hopes of getting to the other side. Roll your fate. Also, it did actually say if you have an online dice thing, that could be. Have you got an app for a dice, Lee?
I haven't immediately to hand.
That's fine. Well, we'll tell you what. You get to choose between 1 and 4 first.
All right. I will have 3.
3. Excellent. And Jam, you roll your dice.
Okay. That's a 1.
Excellent. Okay. Well, the professor, deciding to swim rather than wade across, you place your treasure belongings in a bag and put it on your head. Slowly and confidently begin to navigate the waters. As you near the other side, a sack floats past you. Stepping out of the river, you put it towards you and open it up, and inside you find a reward. Find another reward. Goodness me, you're treasure hunters, you lot. Okay. You're going to need it. Give me a number between 1 and 28.
I will have a low number. I think 5.
5. Oh, how lucky. You found another clove of garlic.
Well, I didn't have one. I didn't have one.
More you garlic each. Excellent. Okay, now that will reduce any vampires' fighting skill by 1 when you use it.
All right.
Okay, and you rolled. What did you roll? A 1, Jam?
I rolled another 1. Yes.
Of course you did. Carefully you step onto what you hope is some solid footing below the surface. Slowly you wade across the river, and eventually you reach the other side, unharmed, but soaked to the skin. Well, that was lucky. Good, you both avoided the horrible ones. Well done. Okay, you managed to get to the other side, and you have arrived here.
The mist is broken by the sound of galloping hooves. A black steed with fiery red eyes charges at you. Mounted upon this creature is the animated corpse of a headless man, his screaming head held in one hand and sword brandished in the other. What should you do? Jump out of the way to the right? Leap left to avoid a collision? Stand in its way and fight it? Or shout at it to stop?
I suppose I'm going to act instinctively and jump to the left to avoid it.
Well, I'm not going to fight it, as that could be very short. So if I'm seeing him jump to the left, I'll jump to the left as well.
Okay, you're gonna both jump to the left.
Yeah,
And then
well,
You
step
hope
to
by
the right.
leaping to the left, you avoid having to deal with this apparition. Both roll your fate. Well, Lee, give me a number between 1 and 4
okay.
first.
I will have 1.
1. And Jan, what have you rolled?
I've just rolled a 4.
Not a 1 for this, Judge. Okay, right. Well, the professor, looking to where you are leaping, you attempt to pick an area of soft-looking moss to land upon. And luckily for you, it is landing of great fortune. Safe and unharmed, you sigh relief as you watch the horseman ride off into the distance. However, Jam, the horseman speeds up, and as he approaches and swings his sword at you. Okay, roll your reflex or under.
My reflex is 3, and I've rolled a 1.
On a default, it's 2 default.
Oh, sorry. 3.
3. Okay, so you fail. What's your reflex?
My reflex is 3.
Okay, do you fail? Okay, he strikes you across the chest. A nasty gash appears between your nipples, and you lose 2 health. Not stopping, the headless horseman rise off into the mist.
What was that?
Not fair, I jumped first.
Yeah, well, indeed. You don't have my sense of self-preservation.
He got the nice moss. Why didn't I land on his nice bushy beard? That's nice and soft.
All right, you two. Well, you must move on from here. Now, you can either go west, or you can go back if you wish. You can go southwest, or you can go southeast. Sorry, beg your pardon. Northeast or north. So it's northeast, north, northwest, or south.
Do you want me to choose, or would you?
Yeah, if you.
Well, you are an explorer after all.
Yes, okay. Could we go northeast, please?
Northeast it is.
What was that? Horseman, all of that.
A young nun approaches you. My name is Sister Rosalind. I do hope you are here to help. If I can be of any assistance, please ask. She stares longingly, looking expectantly at you for an answer. Do you ask if she has anything that can help? See what knowledge she has. Question her as to who she is, or ignore her and carry on your way.
Well, it seems a better prospect than being attacked by a screaming headless horseman.
Hello, my dears.
Oh.
Are you alright?
Yes, I was
Can I
going...
help you in any way?
Well, I was going to ask you what knowledge you have, because I am myself a man who was always interested in knowledge.
What knowledge? Of course you'd like to know knowledge. What I know? Well, yeah, I'm not sure how I can help you, since I've just arrived here myself. But there is something which might be of interest that I found out. Roll your fate. Give me a number between 1 and 4. Give me a number between 1 and 4, my dear.
2.
2. Right, I believe there are many unrested souls. This land seems to welcome the unnatural evils. I ask if you can, please bless the dead. Should you find a body of someone no longer alive, I'll give you this. And she gives you a small sealed envelope.
Oh,
you now have a crushed sacred wafer.
Oh, I see.
You place this upon a dead body.
Yes.
It will not resurrect.
Oh, I
use
see.
it once only, though.
Well, if we find any, I'll bear it in mind.
And how can I help you, my dear? Oh, you're very tall, aren't you?
Just a little bit tall, yes. I would wonder if you could help us at all.
Yeah, you want my help?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, she looks at you with great sadness. I can bless you. I can pray for you. Having God's faith with you will make life a little easier. I have some items that might aid you on your quest. Needless to say, I would like to do this for nothing, but Mother Superior insists on a donation to the church. And due to limited supplies, I only have one per person. Now, I can give you a blessing or prayer for 5 Lu. Or I can give you this here, this wooden crucifix. Yes, I can give you this item. It'll be 15 Lu, though.
Too much
Alas,
for
I
me.
don't have 15 Lu, but I would love a blessing.
Not
if
even
I
between
may.
you. Are you not friends?
Well,
Well, we've
I
only-
have 10.
Well, we could, yes. Yes, I have 14, so should we get it just to be on the safe side?
What's it useful for?
What's it? Well, it's a cross, my dear. Vampires don't like it very much.
Yes, and people don't if you whack them hard enough, so...
I
Okay,
mean,
I'm
I
happy
have
to put
no
down the
money
lion's
if
share. I'll happily put down the lion's share of 10 Lu.
All right.
You want to put down the remaining 5?
5. All right.
There we
I'll
go.
do
There
that.
we are. There we go. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much
It's my
indeed.
pleasure. My pleasure. Now it will reduce the vampire's fighting skill by 1 also. So you have garlic between you, and you have a cross as well.
So we
Yeah,
can
this is
reduce it by 3 now.
Yes. Well, it depends who's fighting. You could
Oh, I
one
see.
person would be able to reduce
Well,
by 2.
I
Yes.
see.
But you might be able to hurl the cross to each other and share it, possibly.
Mhm.
If you're dexterous enough. We'll see. We'll see what happens when you meet a vampire. But you must move on. Right.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We have things to
You
do.
can go. You can go north if you wish. Or you can go west. Or you can also go northwest as well. North, northwest, or west.
I'm getting a call for West. I don't know about you, Kenneth, but do you fancy West?
Yeah, let's go west.
West. Oh, no.
Walking hurriedly, you are stopped in the road by a sweaty, rotund man who is laden with a huge assortment of bottles, vials, and jars. Cures, health and longevity, all with a lifetime guarantee, he shouts at you. What should you do? See what healing he has. Ask what cures he has. Inquire as to whom he is. Or find out what information he has.
Oh, they do it. Oh, don't let me stop you. Hey, I've got some items here if you're interested. All very good for your health. Make you like a 5 fat lower fella. Or lady. I'm not quite sure which one you are, but it'll make you better which one you are anyway.
I think you should take note the beard. You'll see a lot of ladies around here with beards. Well, maybe you do.
Yes, I do. They tend to howl in the night as well.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, just travelling through and I can do with. Now, do you want to see what healing he has? You want to see what healing I have? Oh, hear that? Do you want cure I have? Inquire who I am? Or find out what information I know?
What is the difference between healing and cures? What cures you have?
Well, healing is very kind of for the body if you cut yourself.
Right.
Cures, however, for those who
They
are
remove things
with
like
something
curses,
perhaps
don't
that, yes, which might be cursed.
I see.
I'd like to find out some information from him.
What information I know? Oh yes, I am a travelling man. I am a man of much knowledge. Now, you're not quite sure what to make of this man, but your instinct tells you he might be not who he says he is. And you inquire further. To determine what he tells you, roll your fate.
Let's have a look. Number 1 again.
Number 1, of course. I've only just arrived myself. Have you been to the local tavern? A very strange place. I think, to be honest, I would never step inside that place as long as I live. A very strange place indeed. Shame, because I think I left something in that tavern.
Ooh.
What?
I wonder if it was a fingernail.
Ah,
No,
yeah.
I've got all my fingers.
Huh.
Don't know about my toenails, though. I haven't taken my socks off for 2 weeks, so you never know.
Can you tell us what you left there?
No, because I might try and get someone to retrieve it for me, and I don't want you to find out what it is, because it's quite valuable. Did I say that? I didn't say that. I lied. Forget that bit.
You might like us to retrieve it, you never know.
Can I help you any other way? Would you like to maybe see what I have for sale?
Yes, go.
Well, only the best in the world, of course. Made from the finest ingredients known to mankind. The recipes are top secret. I'm a professional, you understand. Yeah, I have a few items that might be useful for you. First up, I have Professor Lipton's Health Salve. Second one I have Professor Lipton's Health Tonic. Professor Lipton's Mind Cure. And Professor Lipton's Body Numb. Any of those
I've
take your
heard
fancy?
of Professor Lipton, you know.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. Of course you heard of me. I'm famous. I'm world famous.
Yes. Do I have university tenure?
University. Yes, University of Life, of course. Only that one there. It's the only one that matters. Anyway, do you want to try any of these, or do you want to buy any? They're all 5 Lu each, apart from the health salve, of course. Much harder to get nowadays. That's 10.
And that's more expensive, isn't it? Well, I can't afford that.
It is, I'm afraid. Yes, it is. The ingredients are a little bit harder to get hold of these days, you know, with all the prices rising, everything like that, you know. Anyway, I have the health tonic, I've got the mind cure, and I've got the body numb as well, the body numb.
Are you okay?
Well, I can see you're thinking about it.
I haven't got a lot of cash.
Have you not? I'm so sorry to hear that. How sad. How much have you got?
5 Lu.
Well, funny enough, it only costs 5 Lu, this one. So I could definitely... Now, shall I tell you what the body numb does?
Yes.
Now, if you're suffering from a broken bone or something that's really hurting, it will numb the pain. It'll numb it. It won't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
Now, I also have the mind cure, and that will add 2 to your reflexes and 2 to your study level for 1 round.
All right, I will.
That's
take
good,
your
isn't it?
mind cure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Apply it very gently, though. It has made people just go blind instantly, but
Well,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
calculated Brits.
Right, mind cure, be very good. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. Don't drink it.
All right. So if
Yeah,
I
can I
want to use that,
Oh, rub it on your temples. Just rub it on your temples. Just a little soft bit there.
and
Yeah,
I need to
there might be a little
declare-
bit of staining though, a little bit of purple staining, but don't worry about it, it's quite natural.
Right.
Yeah, good. All right, okay, well, you best carry on there. Now, where are you trying to get to?
We're trying to make our way to the castle.
Oh, well, you need to go north for that. Only north, you can almost see it over. You see those trees over there? Yeah, a little turret there. The broken one. The one with the bats flying above it. That's the one you need to get to.
I see.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're very welcome. Come again. Yeah, nice to meet you. Believe I sold that. Oh, you're still there. All right, bye-bye. Nice to see you. Right, so you can go north, you can go west, or you go northeast.
Well, we know north is directly to the castle, don't we? Should we cover more ground first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we go west.
Okay.
West?
Right.
See if we can get any more goodies.
You spin around to see a large black horse and carriage appear behind you. It stops in front of you and a door swings open. The horses and the coachman stare at you with a blank expression. Will you talk to the coachman? Examine the horses? Ask to ride alongside the coachman? Or enter the carriage?
Seems suspicious. Shall we talk to him?
Yes, I'd say speak to him. I don't like the look of him.
I'm not getting into his carriage now.
Look at the motif on his hat.
Okay, as you go and talk to him, the coachman just continues to stare at you.
Like that.
Ominous. What were our other choices?
There's more. Right. Maybe he's a man of few words, or even a mute. He wears a tall black top hat with an immaculate hunting coat. He possesses one of the most impressive moustaches you have ever seen. Roll your study level or under on 2d4.
Well, you can roll for me if you want.
Oh yes, okay. What's your study level?
4.
You roll a 4. A 1 and a 3. Perfect. Okay, you notice something very strange or stranger. Looking deep into his eyes, you see his iris is blood red. You have a compulsion to enter the carriage.
Can
Jam,
I stop
what did
him
you
from
do?
doing so?
No.
Oh. Can we use the
Okay.
tarot cards to try and turn away from this?
Too late now. It is too late. You must use them at the beginning. You must say you're going
Oh,
to use them.
heavens above.
Okay. Probably best to follow him. Okay,
All
make
right.
sure he's safe.
Yes, let's stick together.
Yeah.
Okay,
all
tendably, you
Well,
both step
enter
into
your
the carriage.
What have you done?
Right down.
Right. The inside is furnished with soft velvet and carved ebony wood. Luxurious silk trimmed edges, embroidered plump cushions. As you seat yourself down, the carriage door slams shut. Bam. One of you roll your fate. This will be for
shall I
both of
do
you.
3.
The carriage sets off along the track. The gentle sound of horses sends you to sleep. You dream of a woman dressed in white, dancing around you in the mist. Her jet black hair and droopy lips mesmerizes your senses. As you awake, you find yourself alone. Well, together, but alone. In the graveyard. Add 1 to your supernatural insight.
Right.
Oh dear. You have gone to a completely different place
I
in this
see.
map.
So, we have no idea where. Are we in the castle?
This graveyard is set apart from the village church and churchyard. First impressions make you realize that it was designed for the noble families in the area. The iron fence that once secured it from tomb robbers is now broken. Maybe there are secrets within to be found. Shall you search the broken tombs? Investigate the fence? Look around the grounds? Or explore the intact tombs?
I am an
If you are
explorer, aren't I?
brave,
But I'm a little more curious than that, you know. And I wonder if I could search in the broken tombs. Is that an option?
That is.
All right,
yes, it
I'll
is.
look around the grounds, I think.
Right, okay. Well, our explorer friend looks around the broken tombs. Once ornate tombs, these graves have been ravished by nature and time. Many of the smashed headstones lay quite some distance from the original placements. Whatever initially destroyed them must have done through sheer force and strength. There are many to look at, but you're drawn to one in particular. Roll your fate.
Number 4.
While searching, something runs past you in the shadows. You freeze and ready yourself for attack. It does not happen. Whatever it is you thought you saw is still lurking somewhere in this graveyard. Meanwhile...
Kenneth, was that you?
I'm over here.
And you're looking around the grounds. As you look around the grounds, many graves many graves are housed in large tombs. Reading a few of the headstones, one stands out. Hans Hackelberg, 1751 to 1772, died by decapitation, rot in hell. Suddenly you hear a horse galloping towards you. Spinning around, you see nothing. Maybe your imagination. Or does an unrested spirit lurk about these parts? Ooh. What did the nun give you?
A wafer. Use on it.
You could use that if you wish to stop whatever it is reanimating.
I could do, but do I need to see the body? I suppose it's tombs.
Well, I suppose you could try and dig it up if you wish. Or you can carry on and forget you ever read that. Now, do you wish to stay here or do you want to travel onwards?
It gives me the creeps. I'd like to travel onwards.
Okay, that's fine. You can go north or you can go northeast. Now, because I had not given you a northwest direction, it means you're on the edge of the other side of the map.
Could I go, or are we going together still?
Yes, I think
Yes.
so.
Are you holding hands at this stage?
Should I use this wafer? I can't see any bodies using it.
Yeah. Should we try northwest?
Okay. You can go northeast or we can go north.
Sorry.
Ah,
Yes.
But the castle is no longer north of us.
No, it's northeast of us now, according to the medicine man, anyway. So if we go due north, we should be okay.
All
Okay, you're going north?
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
An eccentric old man with a dead pigeon on his head stops you in your tracks. I knows you. I'd be helpful, I would, he exclaims. It doesn't look like he will leave you alone until you deal with him in some way. What will you do? Ask how he can help? Inquire about who he is? Threaten him to leave you alone? Or attack him?
I'd like to ask how he can help.
Oh, delighted that delighted to have your undivided attention. He starts gabbling uncontrollably. Some of it makes sense. Roll your fate.
Number 2.
Number 2, you will have to share this one, I'm afraid. They locked me up for my safety. They locked me up for my safety. Run away from her. Run, run, run. Oh, run, little rabbit.
Okay.
Okay, actually, Lee, give us a 1 as well. Between 1 and 4, but not 2.
I'll have 4.
He says something incomprehensible, then pauses. You look like you're not from round here. My advice, don't invite anyone into a room. Always check for reflections of those you don't know. Find protection and guard yourself from strangers. I act like this to fend off those that I do not know, but I think I can trust you. Points at the professor, but not you.
It's the beard.
You know, we're of a similar age.
Yeah, I think they're kindred spirits, I think it is. Okay, he gives you a reward.
Oh.
A number between 1 and 28.
Very nice. I will have 27.
27, right up top. Okay. He gives you a bottle of medicine. This tiny little bottle holds a green tinged liquid. The label says it's for healing. You hope it's right. Now, it actually will restore 5 health when drunk. So that it is a bottle of medicine. Okay, right, so you can travel on from here. Do you want to go north or do you want to go northeast?
So what's the castle?
The castle from here should be due east.
So we go
If I've read
northeast.
this right. So if we go northeast, we'd avoid it.
Okay. Northeast.
Northeast, please, yeah.
Okay.
You enter a small local shop seemingly set away from the rest of the village. Entering, you see that it is full of all manner of food, medicine, and useful items. The shopkeeper eyes you suspiciously. Do you ask to buy some food? See if he has any weapons. Inquire about any local news. Or try to shoplift something.
What do you reckon, Mr. McGregor?
Well, I may be reduced to inquiring after local news as I have no money to buy anything now.
If you do that, I could try and shoplift something. I met this guy once called Harry Meadows. Taught me a few tricks.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to try and keep him busy by chatting to him about local
Yes.
news while Bruce tries to nick something. Right, well. Hello there, sir. How you doing?
Hello,
Can I help
doing
you?
Fine. I was just browsing. I was interested to find out if you had any local gossip recently.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that kind of thing. I'll keep myself, but I can tell you this. You're a number between 1 and 4.
3.
I wouldn't like to talk about anyone behind their backs, and I'm no gossip.
No.
But the miller has been acting very strangely these last few months. I believe he was never the same since his wife left him. Nice lady, always bought a lot of provisions. Meanwhile, Jam, having no desire to part with your hard-earned money, instills you an almost devilment inside you. Thus, it is well reasoned you should now want to steal from this humble store. Roll your reflex or under on 2 dice.
Failed.
Oh dear. You're detected for being too slow. The shopkeeper pulls out a rifle and shoots you in the shoulder. Lose 1 health and fighting skill. I will warn you once, and only once. Leave and never ever come back. However, you're very welcome to come back. Just not him. Thief. Right,
Wannabe thief.
Okay, you get to travel again. Do you want to go north or do you want to go northeast? Or actually, you can go west as well if you wish.
Oh yes, west sounds nice. While I bind my wound.
Okay, you're going to go west. And happenstance, it happens to be the windmill.
High up
was
on the
previously
hill
mentioned.
is a dilapidated windmill. The sails are ripped and worn, but somehow still moving in the chilled night air. An unearthly creaking and grinding is heard in the heart of the building. But is this a place that is safe to enter? What should you do? Search around the area, wait and watch this place, try to burn it to the ground, or open and enter the windmill.
Now, what was the gossip that you were told?
That something strange had come over the miller recently. Or he'd been behaving strangely.
And his wife had died
Yes.
as well, yeah. Right, so do you want to search around the area, wait and watch this place, try and burn it to the ground, or enter the windmill?
I mean, I'm a watching and waiting sort of personality.
You are watching and waiting kind of guys, that's fine. Jan, what about you? Are you watching, waiting, or are you rushing in?
I'd like to let him watch and wait, and if not, I'd like to burn it to the ground for some reason. I'm feeling
maybe
a
an
little bit
abattoir, but
vengeful after being shot.
Full ghosts.
Maybe this place hides a secret. Perching under a tree which shelters you from the wind, you wait. Roll your fortune. Now give us a number between 1 and 4, please.
2.
2. Apart from a terrible cramp running through your leg, nothing happens.
Yeah, well, that's old age for you.
Yeah. And it's the weather as well. It's awfully cold
Yeah.
out here. Okay, now, and are you going to try and burn it to the ground?
I am, yes.
Okay. This place must burn. If you have something set it light, you can try. Do you have
Wait
something
a
set it
minute.
light?
I'm an explorer. I could try rubbing sticks together, but other than that,
No,
I
it doesn't
don't.
work. I'm afraid it's light drizzle today. You can't
Oh, dear.
get anything to burn it to the ground, I'm afraid. Okay, unfortunately, you have nothing to burn it to the ground with, but you can search the area, you can just leave or enter the windmill.
I'll search the area, please.
Okay, the area around the windmill is muddy and waterlogged. Sheep and goat tracks, as well as dung, cover the ground. You notice something of interest. Roll your fate.
3.
3, you slip on the mud and fall into a large puddle. Scrambling out, you realize to your horror that half your money... How much money you got left?
For you.
You have 2 left.
Oh dear.
Half your money's gone. You're wet, muddy, and poorer.
So we just into this
Oh, dear.
windmill. I mean, it
Do you
seems
want
like
to
a
go?
very...
You're entering on your own if you're going on your own.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
we must face down the
Okay, the door is heavy. Are you both going in?
Yes, okay.
Okay. The door is heavy, but with your strength you push it open. Inside is a sorry sight. A stocky man, you presume is the miller,
Yeah?
is sat staring at you. Do you attack him, calm him, ignore him? Sorry, and ignore him or search a room. So attack him, calm him, ignore him, and search a room.
I will calm him. Try and move this.
Okay. Acknowledging this man is clearly in shock, you do your best to calm this troubled soul. Roll your fate. Give me a number between 1 and 4.
2 again.
2. He sees something terrible in your eyes and goes to attack you. Fearing for your life, you quickly move to attack him first. Go to action 4. Oh
Right.
dear.
That doesn't sound
Okay,
good.
right.
I'm not quite sure what he saw in my eyes, but you know.
Right, okay, 4. You must attack him. So, his fighting skill is 4, and his health is 4. So not a lot, really. He's not very strong, but
But
neither are
he's
you.
stronger than me.
Yeah. What's your Lou? Sorry, what's your fighting skill?
2, I think.
2.
Can I attack him every other round to sort of?
Yes, you may. Yeah,
Yes,
if you're in
that's
there as
good,
well. Okay, you can take turns. Okay, so I'm going to roll, and you just have to roll 1 d4 on this one.
Okay.
So I've got just to roll 3, so I've got 7 in total.
Okay.
So, good, Lee, you don't have a dice, do you? I keep forgetting.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I tell you what, Jan, what's yours at?
Which one? Sorry,
What's your fighting skill?
my fighting skill is 2 at the moment.
Oh, is it 2 as well?
Yeah.
This is rubbish. Okay, I run away and lose a health, and just leave him in there. I think.
All right.
Okay, lose
Can we
1 health.
do that?
You can do that.
That's
you can
fine.
run away in a very heroic way out of there, and just leave this catatonic Miller to his own devices.
Told you we should have burnt it down.
Yeah.
I-
We tried.
I'm
He didn't have
just
anything to burn it with,
curious.
unfortunately.
I'm just curious as to what happened to him.
Yeah, well, we maybe come back and discover that another time, or another adventure. Right, okay, so you can go north from here, or you can go northeast.
Northeast, is that right? Yes, could we go northeast, please?
You may go northeast.
I'll be honest, I don't necessarily hold out a lot for our chances in the castle if we're running away from a miller.
Those who visit this tree never
They probably
leave.
do.
For reasons unknown, the souls of these corpses ended their lives here. Mayhap there is a way out. Should you seek one, will you search the corpses, look around the area, pray for those who died, or untie and bury the dead?
Cheery.
Could I search the corpses, please?
Oh, of course you may.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear what that nun said? Bit of respect.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's ignored that already. He's gone evil. Have you not noticed? He's trying to rob the shop, burn
Bad
the
in
place down.
alignment,
Now he's
shit.
searching corpses. Okay, you picked clean by ravens and crows. These corpses appear to have been here for some time. Not expecting to find anything upon them, you decide to search one just in case. Roll your fate.
3.
3. To reach this hanging body, you must climb a tree. The tree itself is old and twisted, so clambering up proves fairly easy. You reach the body, the branch supports your weight snaps, and you and the corpse fall onto the earth and land painfully, lose 1 health. Upon the body, you'll find something. Oh, sorry. Upon the body, you find nothing, and you curse your misfortune.
Presumably.
Oh dear.
didn't have the
I'm
cook-
sorry to
Could
hear
I
that.
just take this
Okay,
opportunity to take my healing herbs because I'm getting quite low now?
Of course you may. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's those
Yeah.
gone now.
Yeah, that's fine. And Lee, what about you?
I was going to untie the corpses and try and give them.
Oh, you're doing the decent thing. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. You're
What the
sickened by the
nun
sight
asked me.
before you, and you wish to pay respect to the dead, no matter who they were and what they did. You spend quite a bit of time releasing the bodies from the tree and respectively placing them together inside a shallow grave. We must now cross this area off the map. Now, you do also notice you're right next to the castle.
Oh.
Yes, I wonder where Victor Frankenstein was taking his body parts from.
Makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder. Very convenient, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right. So, you go to the castle.
All right, let's go to the castle. Ready
There
as
in
ever.
front of you are the gates to the castle. Legend tells you that evil things dwell inside, and those who dare to venture forth are never the same, if they return. As you consider your options,
Promise.
the heavens open, and an icy cold rain lashes down upon you. What will you do? Enter the castle? Call up to a window for attention? Search around the entrance? Or find shelter and watch for activity?
I mean, I would find shelter and watch for activity.
I'd go with that one
Okay.
because we don't want them to know we're coming, do they?
Right, that's fine. You can do that. Wishing to gather your thoughts before proceeding to the entrance, you go to shelter under a large oak tree, which looks to be a splendid lookout point. Running over, a crack of lightning strikes it, splitting it in two. Roll your reflex or under. Shall I do that for you, Lee?
Yes. Shall
you have
I
rolled a
add?
4.
Oh,
I succeeded. I got a 3 and I am a 3.
Ah, well done. Well, you succeed and you're fine. But unfortunately,
I didn't.
Kenneth, you fail horribly.
I did.
Now, and you're hit by a flaming branch. It
Ah.
burns your arm and bruises your skin. Lose 1 health.
All right.
Could have been worse.
But the beard survives and isn't singed.
The question is, can I use his mind cure thing to increase my reflex?
Well, only
it
at the beginning.
actually
When you
work?
want to do something, perhaps when you want to search something, or
Okay.
yeah, you can actually.
So
use
I
it
have
for
to
the encounter.
declare I'm using.
Yes, yeah. I think when you're doing something like searching places, it's quite useful.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So, let's. Do you want to enter the castle yet, or do you wish to
Yes.
call up to a window, or
So
search
we-
around the entrance?
Well, searching around the entrance, perhaps.
Yes, let's both
Okay.
search.
Okay, right. So start scrabbling around, seemingly a great stone brick pathway that one led to the castle, but overgrown with weeds, and the passing of time have crumbled it away to something more akin to shattered bone. The rain makes visibility difficult, but you examine the area closer. Roll your fate. Lee, give me a number between 1 and 4, and Jam, you roll.
I've got another 3.
I'll go for 1.
Okay, now growing from one of the cracks, this is for Lee, growing from one of the cracks, you find some flowering heather. Thinking it could or be of interest, and perhaps lucky, you take it, regain 1 fortune.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
and was it 4 for you, Jam?
It was 3 for me, sorry.
3, beg your pardon. The rainwater bounces from the ground and unrelentingly back into your eyes. Quickly you give up search and head for the castle. So you're just blinded by the rain, I'm afraid. It's starting to really tip it down. So,
Sounds a bit like round here, actually, at the moment.
oh dear. Now I think it's time you enter the castle.
Yeah, I think.
Unless you wish to call up before you go in.
No, that would
Make your
just
presence
let
known.
them know. Would just
As
let
you
them
walk
know
through the
we're
open
in.
gates into this foreboding fortress, you notice ages of dirt and weather have cracked and bitten the wooden doors into a pitiful manner. Deep claw marks run horizontal across the old oak panels. Your only hope is that whatever or whoever made them is a figment of your tired imagination. Through the doors you enter a small stone-lined courtyard. As you look up, you see small holes which are exposed to the sky, and you feel rain lash upon your face. From history lessons, you remember the name of these particular areas of the castle as murder holes. Before you make it in the interior of the castle, on the other side, something happens. Lee, a number between 1 and 4, and Jam, you roll your fate.
I got a 4 this time.
All right. I will choose 2.
2. You can choose 4 if you wish as well.
I suppose no. I have 2.
2. Okay, for Kenneth McGregor, the ground is wet and muddy, and in an attempt to shelter from the rain trickling through the roof, you trip over what you believe is some sort of wrapped parcel on the ground. Reach down. You see it is partially blood-stained. Who dropped it? Whose blood is it? And who, most importantly, would it be used for? Your shivering fingers unwrap the moist package, and you find a reward. Give me a number between 1 and 28.
I will have 15, I think.
15. You find, amazingly, this has not broken, but you find an ornate mirror. A strange black mirror will allow you to see visions from the other side of the veil of death. This item will add 1 to your supernatural insight.
Very good.
Unfortunately, for your friend, a growling startles you from behind. Spinning around, you find yourself facing a large black wolf. You're near the castle castle door, so you have 2 choices. Do you run to the door or fight the wolf?
I'm in no fit state to fight. Can I run for it, please?
You may. Okay, running to the door seems the best way to survive, so you turn your heels and dash as fast as you can. Roll your reflex or under.
Yes, got a number 1.
Well done, you succeed, and just about reach the door in time to slam it shut in the face of this snarling beast. Fortunately, the professor got there before you and is waiting inside.
What took you so long?
Had to let the dog out for tiddles.
I found this lovely mirror. Look at this. Excellent. Now we have finally come inside the castle, so I think that is a good time to end this particular chapter of the Tome of Terror.
Wonderful.
I hope you can join me again next week, perhaps, and we can find if we destroy Frankenstein and his monsters. Dramatic noise. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, this game is available from Amazon, and this is being played with the maps only, and you don't even need dice. This does have flip pages here, which has dice. If you had a copy, you could just grab the copy of every other book, and you could have done that. Anyway. But we'll do that up. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining us, Jam.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Lee.
That was wonderful.
Wonderfully
Thank you very much,
Halloween.
Thank you. Yeah, great for Halloween. Absolutely. Get it now. Who's watching? We've got Simon, we've got Paul. I think we've got Richie. And I don't know if Helen, but hello to everyone who's watching. Do come join us. We'll try and do a few more of these. And of course, we've got the live action one that we do also. So, Jam, it'd be great to see you back in that way as well. So we hope to see you then.
Okay.
But for the moment, I shall bid you all a very fair goodbye and try and work out how to turn this thing off. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay, guys. Take care. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Thank you again. Thank you so much.